Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shuhei Tsuchida, and I'm a senior lecturer at the Ochanomizu Music University. Today, I'm excited to present our research titled Automatic Dance Video Segmentation for Understanding Choreography. This work was conducted in collaboration with Koki Endo from the University of Tokyo, Tsukasa Fukusato from Waseda University, and Takeo Igarashi from the University of Tokyo. I will be presenting our work on behalf of Koki Endo, the first author. To start, let me give you a brief background. When dancers learn choreography, it becomes easier to understand if the choreography is divided into short movements. For example, in the case of the choreography in this video, it can be divided into 3 movements, and learning each movement sequentially makes it easier to master the choreography. However, in typical dance videos, such a segmentation does not exist. So learners have to find the appropriate segmentation points themselves. This task is particularly difficult for beginners and tedious even for experienced dancers, making it difficult to learn choreography from videos. Therefore, we propose a method to automatically segment dance videos. Next, let me show you some studies on automatic dance segmentation. Shiratori uses Japanese dance motion data along with musical beat information to perform rule-based motion segmentation. However, this approach relies on rules specific to Japanese dance and thus cannot be applied to general dance styles. On the other hand, Okada segments dance motions using motion data and known beat positions. But since this method relies on pre-known beat positions, it can't be applied to dance videos where the beat positions are unknown. In contrast, our approach utilizes both visual and musical information from dance videos. We employ a neural network to determine segmentation points, providing a more general solution applicable to a variety of dance styles. Now I will explain the details of the proposed method. In our proposed method, we take dance videos captured by a camera as input and use machine learning to estimate the segmentation points of the choreography. First, we calculate the visual and auditory features from the video. For visual features, we begin by using AlphaPulse, a pose estimation tool, to detect the key point positions from the video. The number of key points is 68 in total, 26 for the body and 21st for each hand. Next, we derive 67 bone vectors from these key point positions and normalize them to a length of 0.5. By converting the key point positions into normalized bone vectors, we can reduce the influence of the dancer's physique and the camera angle. The bone vectors have 2 elements, x and y, so the entire bone vector is 67 multiplied by 2 equal 134 dimensions. Finally, we pass this through a fully connected neural network to obtain the visual features VT for frame T of the video, keeping the dimensionality of the visual features the same as the bone vectors, which is 134. For auditory features, we use the MERV spectrogram obtained from the short-time Fourier transform of the music in the video. This is a 2-dimensional array representing the magnitude of each frequency component at a given time. To match the number of samples with the number of video frames, we compress the MERV spectrogram using a CNN. Specifically, for each frame T of the video, we find the index I of the MERV spectrogram that is temporally closer to T and extract a segment of 5 samples centered around I. We then apply a 2D CNN to this segment to obtain the auditory features at AT for frame T. Here, the dimensionality of the features is set to 16. Next, we input the extracted visual and auditory features into a temporal convolutional network, TCN. The output of the TCN represents the probability that the video is segmented at frame T. A TCN is a network that performs a 1-dimensional convolution on time series data. By increasing the dilation of the convolution as the layers deepen, it can incorporate long-term, past, and future information into the computation. Our input is 150 times T matrix combining the visual and auditory features. We apply the TCN independently to each row of this input matrix. The output obtained from the TCN is passed through a fully connected layer to obtain the segmentation probability, PT. Finally, we detect the peaks of this segmentation probability to determine the segmentation points. The conditions for peak detection are that the value of the segmentation probability exceeds a certain threshold and is a local maximum. For example, if the threshold is set to this value and the local window size to this size, we can detect 3 peaks from this figure. This concludes the detailed explanation of the proposed method. Next, I will talk about the dataset. We created the training data for our model by manually segmenting videos from the AIST dance video database. The video used to include 1,200 basic dance videos featuring fundamental movements and 210 freestyle dance videos containing various choreographies created by individual dancers. We developed a tool to streamline the annotation process, which we used to segment the videos. This video shows the annotation process using our tool. The candidate segmentation points are aligned with the beat and half-beat positions of the music above the sigma. By clicking on these points, we can specify the segmentation position. The buttons on either side of the play button allow us to skip to previous or next candidate point or segmentation positions. Additionally, there is a mode that pauses the video at the segmentation positions, making it easy to specify and verify the segmentation points. The annotation work was done by the author, who has over 10 years of dancer experience, as well as 20 other experienced dancers. This allowed us to correct the segmentation annotations from 3 people for each video in the dataset. Next, to create the ground truth segmentation labels from the corrected annotations, we considered that the worker's intended segmentation points might slightly differ from the actual annotated positions. Therefore, we first represented each individual segmentation result as the sum of Gaussian distributions centered at the specified positions. By averaging the segmentation results of the 3 annotators, we obtained the ground truth segmentation probability. We then conducted evaluation experiments using the created dataset. In the experiment, we split the dataset into training, validation, and test set. Trained the model on the training data, stopped training if the validation loss did not improve for 10 epochs, and evaluated the performance on the test data. The F-score calculated from the predicted segmentation points on the test data was 0.797, indicating that approximately 3/4 of the segmentation points were accurately estimated. Here are some examples of successful segmentation predictions made by the proposed model. For instance, this video features the stop and go move from rock dance, where the entire movement is segmented correctly. Similarly, this video shows the slide move from LA style hip hop, which is also segmented correctly. These dance genres have more movements that align with the beat of the music, making segmentation easier for the network to learn and predict. Here are examples where the segmentation was unsuccessful. For example, the video features a move called the chains from jazz, where the entire rotation should be one segment. However, the predicted model inserted segmentation points mid the rotation. Jazz dance often has smooth, continuous movements that do not align with the beat, making it challenging to segment correctly. To investigate the effectiveness of each feature, we conducted experiments comparing the proposed model using both visual and auditory features, V plus A, with models using only one feature type, V for visual and A for auditory. We calculated the F-score from the predicted segmentation points to compare performance. At t-test at a 5% significance level showed a significant difference between the proposed model and the visual-only model, indicating that auditory features contribute to video segmentation. There was no significant difference between the proposed model and the auditory-only model, suggesting that the dataset may contain many videos that can be segmented correctly by simply dividing at regular intervals based on the feed. And the high dimensionality of visual features might have prevented the model from focusing on essential information. Further investigation is needed. However, visual features are not without value. This figure shows segmentation results for two videos with different choreography, but the same music. The auditory-only model results in the same segmentation for both, deviating from the ground truth in the lower video. In contrast, the models using visual features correctly account for the choreography differences, showing that the visual features are contributed to video segmentation. We also developed a dance learning support application using the automatic segmentation results. In this application, the estimated segmentation points by the proposed model are displayed above the sigma, allowing the segmented sections to be looped for repeated practice. The looped sections extend slightly beyond the segmentation points, making the transitions and preparatory movements between segments clear. Using the slide at the bottom right, users can adjust the number and the spacing of the segmentation points, and each segmentation point can be individually deleted, allowing users to customize the segmentation to their preferences. Due to page limitations, we couldn't include the full script, but we have also done user testing. We asked 4 dance experts to learn choreography from dance videos using this application. They rated the usability and usefulness of the application for dance practice on a 5-point Likert scale, with all participants rating it 4 or 5, confirming the effectiveness of the application. Individual feedback included positive comments such as loop playback makes repeated practice easy. It's convenient as manual segmentation was not required. The result matched my sense. And areas for improvements included many users wanted the interval between looped playback sections to be adjustable. One participant suggested that a feature to manually specify segmentation point would be useful. Finally, I'll show you the future work. Firstly, we aim to enhance the dataset. The current dataset focuses on street dance, so we plan to collect more videos from jazz and ballet genres to verify whether the proposed method can segment these videos effectively. Increasing the number of annotations per video from the current 3 to more would also improve the reliability of the ground truth labels. Next, while the proposed method currently handles videos shot with a fixed camera, many actual dance videos involve camera movements and switches. So improvements to handle these scenarios are necessary. Furthermore, for the application, we plan to add features such as repetition detection and semi-automatic adjustment of segmentation points tailored to individual users' dance experience and preferences to better support dance practice. In summary, we proposed a method for automatically segmenting dance videos into individual movements using a TCM. This method does not require specific knowledge of any dance genre and is generalizable. The dataset used for the model was created by manually annotating segmentation points in videos from the IISD dance video database, with contribution from the author and 20 dance experts. Experimental results using the dataset showed that the method effectively segmented many street dance videos, although performance varied by genre. An ablation study confirmed the effectiveness of using both visual and auditory features in the proposed method. Additionally, we developed a dance learning support application that loops the segmented sections for repeated practice, and user tests confirmed its effectiveness in helping users learn choreography from dance videos. Finally, I would like to acknowledge the support we have received for this work. Thank you for their funding and support, which made this research possible. This concludes my presentation. Thank you for your attention.